Welcome back to the Padilla Family Homestead. We are going to go over another Christmas ornament or decoration idea. This can also be used for fall as well. Depends on the color you're going to use. So if you look right there, the cute little beanie ornament. They're super cute on the tree, and they only take a few simple steps. So toilet paper. You can use toilet paper rolls. This is paper towel roll. So paper towel roll, empty, is what you need. I prefer not to use the toilet paper because you never know the germs that are hanging out on that. And then what you're going to do is you are going to cut it into slices, and depending on your thickness will depend on how tall the brim is for your beanie. And you're going to kind of want them somewhat straight. So like I have two different ones cut here. This would be a smaller brim, this would be a wider one, and lopsided, so I should probably trim that up before we do anything with it. I'll just cut a new one. So you're going to take this and I'm going to chop it off. So this one roll will make a ton. Super and affordable little craft. So you have this, and then you can use any color yarn. I think for fall some of the jewel tones would be great. Totally use a mustard color. Let's say you're doing the shabby chic, you can be doing gray and white beanies. You can have red and green classic ones. You can stripe these and have a variety of different colors on it. But so all you're going to do is you're going to cut them into strips. Now the way I decided how long these were, I always go a little longer than what we need. But you're going to fold it in half. And you kind of want to see how far out it's going to go. So we're going to loop it onto here, and then we're going to shove it through. And so you want enough length to do that and gather the top. And all we're going to do is have it looped like this. I want to say it took about 40, maybe 45 of these little loops to do the one ornament. So it's not a ton of yarn. So you're going to loop it like this, have it there. I'm going to pinch this hard because I want these ends to stay even, and I'm going to pull it through tight like that. Now you want this seam just on the inside, because what we're going to end up doing is pulling all the strings through. And this is what's going to create the part that would be like the part on the head. And then it has the dimension there, the layering, and this is what is actually considered the beanie part. So you're going to leave it out for now, but you want to have all of those little pieces kind of tucked in. And you're just going to keep going through and doing this process till you get all the way around. So I'm just going to go next to this, put that loop through, open it up, make sure these are still even, hold that tight, keep that pinch tight, and pull it through. And then you're going to push it up next to the next one, and you're going to keep going all the way around. I'm going to bring you guys down for a different view of me doing this, just in case you can't see it super well the way you are. So you fold it in half, you put your loop through, you hold that end, keep those edges pinched. Got a little off track there. Okay, we got it straightened out. And then we're going to slide that over. So I'm going to keep going, and I'll bring you back here right as we are about to finish this out. Okay, so we only have a tiny bit left here, so we're just going to keep working it around. And as we go at this point, you really want to make sure you're pushing them closer together so that way you don't see the paper towel roll. My husband cannot control himself in the background, you guys. He's Mr. Giggle Pants over here. All right, so now I can, oh, I feel like, yep, one more. All right, one more. Pushing them all together, super tight. You'd rather have more than enough versus not enough. So here we have, this is where I said to make sure you're trying to get those little loops kind of towards the inside. So now we're going to take this and we are going to start shoving these through and pulling them out this other side and straightening them as you go, because you want to make sure all the strands are pointed out. And then we're going to push the rest of these through. The last little group. It's kind of like messing with a ponytail. Okay, get all those through, really get these straightened out. And you can see if you don't get those nubs all the way through, it's kind of a rougher end. So you can take this and use your fingers and kind of shift them and move them towards the inside. If you didn't do it well enough, it's definitely easier to do it at the beginning versus now though. We're really just going to keep working that through. Okay, we're going to comb that out. And now we're going to take one more strand and we're going to lay it down flat right here. And this is how long the beanie portion will be. I'm just going to tie a single knot. I want a couple of those moved. I want to make sure those are straight over here. Okay. So tie a single knot that's somewhat straight. Boom. Now I'm going to go ahead and double knot at this phase. And I like to hang from this. So I knot here and then at the tip I do another double knot. That way it creates its own ornament hanger. And then I'm going to pull this down so I don't mess with it for this next part. Okay, so now we need to get this floof under control. And we are going to keep straightening it out a little bit, make sure this is out of the way. And then I want my poof ball kind of short. My scissors are not the greatest, but we're going to make this work. Oop, that one didn't get cut at all. Now, that gives it kind of a flat top haircut. I don't prefer flat top haircuts when it comes to my beanies. So I like to come up at kind of an angle here and make sure these outer ones are shorter and kind of round it up towards the top to give it more of that regular poof ball that you would see on top of a beanie. Give it that kind of effect. Just really kind of give it rounded edges. Okay, so we're gonna do that over here again. This really helps if you have super sharp scissors, but apparently I've done so much stuff with mine. They are not very sharp anymore. And I didn't realize how bad they were till I started this project. Okay, I'm gonna fix a couple of these guys. Okay, so there is your little floof now. And it's a cute little ornament. So again, you can do this in any color that you want. You could have this variegated and have all the way up, every strip being a different color or every other one. You could do all kinds of fun stuff. I think these are super cute for Christmas decorations, as an ornament, but also as a fall decoration as well, because beanies start coming out in the fall. So I hope you enjoy this. Let me know if you make any of these and what your favorite version is, and we'll see you back on the next one.